We'll give
Yeah,
you.
yeah, something like that. Something
We'll
of that
give you a
nature.
chieftaincy title.
I'll come. A goosey soup, then pounded yam. I'll come and
Yes,
enjoy.
so
Hey, you even know all this stuff. That's good.
it's okay.
But wait, guys, wait. I had a friend in the United States. Why is it he's a Liberian? Why is it egusi soup that you people know? It's only egusi soup. It's only
And that's
egusi soup.
what
Even those in the
I've been
US,
watching in
it's popular now.
Nigerian
Even in
movies.
the US, they do it.
You know, egusi soup is
Popular
very popular.
delicacy worldwide.
It cuts across
Oh, goodness.
many cultures. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So are
Hello,
we ready?
everyone. Good evening. Yes, so
Evening, Fiifi.
But you all have your mics, camera stand off. Is everything okay?
we are okay. Oh.
Okay.
You know, this is our Nigerian internet.
No problem. It's fine. It's fine.
We want to.
Okay.
I want to make
So
sure.
who is presenting? Want to go first?
Babatope,
you want to
now.
go?
and then, of course, yeah, it has to be me. But you just give me from 2 more minutes. I'm trying to get it set on the laptop so that I can present. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's just coming. Came back a little later.
So the level 1 and level 1 practice exam 1 and 2 have been completed on Google Forms. So maybe after this lesson, if you have enough time, then I'll just open it to accept responses. If not, after the lesson, I'll just open it. And then whenever you are ready, you just go in there, go through the questions to test your understanding. I share the links with Fiifi, so if you would definitely share it with you guys. And it's also in the Google Classroom. Yes.
Hello, Fiifi.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. I've shared it with them, but I was thinking that we'll go through the geometrics with you. Then that one will be like our revision.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
So let's see how it goes with
okay.
Yes, let's see how it goes with Babatope's presentation. Then I think Jasper.
Yeah, it's going to be very brief. It's a short.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So hopefully, we definitely have time to go through the practice test. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
So while we are waiting for Babatope, I just want us to appreciate Fiifi. Fiifi went out of his way to create the Microsoft Forms assessment for us. In fact, as busy as he is, he still was able to work on, I think, 2 levels for us. So I've shared it on the group. I would like us to just appreciate him. It's a lot. It's a lot, I must say.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We appreciate.
You're welcome.
Fiifi, please, what's the meaning of exam 1 and exam 2 under level 1 for the practice test?
I just didn't want to have all the questions in one assessment.
Okay.
So you need to separate it into 2. So that is, it gives you that opportunity to touch on all the areas and the various ways the questions can be asked.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I also divided it into sections. So 10 questions per each section. Then I added explanations to the responses. So if you don't get it right, you get that prompt explaining why you should have selected a particular answer. Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you so much. I know that these simulations are not added to this because it's not possible to use that for forms.
I added it.
You
I
added
added it.
simulations? Simulations?
Yes.
How? How did you do
We'll
that?
talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
Hey,
it's not
savvy.
simulation, but at least you get pictures of it. So you just have to be
Okay.
innovative and try to work around it. So don't worry.
Okay.
I'm giving you the entire
Wow.
land. We are doing this. We are in this soup together. So you are preparing our egusi soup. We get the cow meat and everything, the goat meat. I had to make a nice egusi soup for us to enjoy.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. We're really, really grateful. Like, you are a
You're
gift.
welcome.
God bless you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Baba Tokwe, it is more than 2 minutes. So
Just you can start a countdown from 1 to 90.
1 to 90.
To 90.
Sir, we are not leaving this.
Before you say
Oh my
90,
goodness.
We are not leaving
Hey,
this
Tola. Tola Pele. Hey, the Lord is your strength. Tola, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See Tola's face. Tola is tired. Kai, she has been teaching for hours.
Yeah, I taught
The
in the
Lord
school.
is
I
your
did the
strength,
club
oh.
activity in another school.
Wow.
I came back home, I did
Hey.
online tutoring. I am tired.
Oh my
God is
goodness. Hi. Don't worry.
Passion for the
You
job.
will see your certificate, IC3. You
I can't
rejoice.
wait. I can't wait. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Please, the form that you sent to us, it's saying that the form digital literacy level 1 is no longer accepting responses. I think
it's intentional. I will open it. Don't worry.
Okay. Until when it is
man
time.
of surprises.
The
man of surprises.
Yes.
Casey.
And maybe
how far now?
Maybe later we will need to discuss Microsoft Certified Fundamentals, Azure Fundamentals, Power Platforms, 365.
I'm interested.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
I love that.
Yes.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, the Power Platforms.
We are going to take tech savvy to a whole different level. That's my plan.
Yes. Excitement.
Yes.
Excitement.
So we're going to work together to make sure we get our footing within the Nigerian market.
Yes.
Make sure all the materials are there. You get your students. You don't hassle.
Yes.
Boom.
Okay.
Okay.
Time to go.
Now it don't cast. So we are ready. It don't cast. Good.
Okay.
Woo!
All right. We are good to go now. All right. So good
evening
once again, everyone.
Can you put it on presentation mode?
You say what?
Okay. Presentation mode.
Put it on presentation mode.
Slideshow. Yes, on top.
Or slideshow.
Okay. Let me see.
Slideshow.
That should be below. It's below.
Yeah, click on it. So you go to the top. Slideshow is at the top. Click on the slideshow.
At the top.
Okay.
Is this?
Yes. Now from beginning, go to your left, all the way to your left.
Yes.
All the way to the left. Keep going. Keep going.
Icon.
From beginning.
Okay.
So I think Baba today you will need to do the PowerPoint, Microsoft Office Specialist. Okay.
Are we good now?
We are good. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So good evening once again. It's I don't know what to call it now. Okay, so in the next few minutes, we just want to quickly run through a few slides on licensing software, and particularly we'll be looking at single seat, volume, or network sites. Three, we'll be looking at single seat software, licensing, volume, licensing, and then network site licensing, right? So essentially understanding software licensing for compliance and then cost management. Okay, my name has not changed. Babatokwe Okunla still remains the name. So very quickly, we want to look at the outline for this training. What are we covering in this short presentation? We start by defining what software licensing means, and we explore why it's important. And we look at each of these three types of licensing that we have, talking about the single seat license, the volume license, and the network site license. And then, of course, we do a kind of comparison, and hopefully we'll be able to take some quiz questions before we bring it to a close, before we wrap it up tonight. Okay, so let's just go straight into definition of software licensing. We say that software licensing is the legal right to use a software application, and this right is granted by the software developer to the end user. Essentially, it sets out the terms, on how such software can be used, where such software can be used, and when, essentially setting out the terms and conditions, under which the particular software can be used. So basically, software licensing, is all about setting out, how will I put it now? It's all about kind of defining how users can legally install and use software on their systems. It's like a rule book, a document containing the rules for software ownership. It is important that these rules, these conditions, are known, so that individuals and organizations do not run foul of the law, and then they are not at risk of non-compliance. And then also it helps in cost management, so understanding software licensing helps to maintain legal compliance, and then also helps to manage cost so that you don't overspend on licenses. Okay, I believe that is clear. Any question on that?
Yeah, it's clear to me. I don't know about the rest.
Okay.
It's very clear.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we move to the next slide. What a software license is. And a software license is a legal binding agreement between the software user and the developer, right? It's a legal binding agreement. It's like an agreement between the developer and the user of the software. Okay, and it specifies how many installations are allowed, how the software can be used, and what is prohibited, for example, stuff like maybe copying, maybe redistributing without permission, multiple installations, and so on and so forth, right? So it's a legal agreement and it's binding on the user. It specifies the usage rights, places restrictions where necessary, and the limits as deemed necessary by the developer. And of course, it can also determine the duration of use. There are some software that once you install, of course, you can continue to use ad infinitum. And there are some others that you can only use over a period of time. And then if you want to continue to use after the expiration of that period, you will have to subscribe again. You will have to renew your subscription. So all of these are set out clearly in the license. Okay, and then any violation can lead to legal penalties, right? So it is very, very important. And that is why before any software, before you can install any software on your system, you'll be asked, I agree, you'll be asked to indicate that you agree to the terms of use. So that thing, that small box that you click, agree, that is you appending your signature, so to speak, on that document. And it's usually a very long, very lengthy document. We hardly read, like Fiifi was, asking during one of the sessions when we first started this training. We hardly read those documents, actually, because we feel they are too voluminous. They are written in very tiny characters, but they are very important. They are legal documents. So it's important that we have an understanding of what we are agreeing to, so that we are not found in the wrong side of the law. Okay, so essentially that's what the software license is. Okay, so why is it important? Why is licensing important? What are the importance of software licensing? Okay, since you all can see my screen and the spirit of making it participatory and not a one-man show, I'd like for someone to volunteer to read this particular screen to us.
Okay, let me take the first one. So we have legal compliance, and which avoid fines and legal issues by adhering to license terms. So that's my first one. Who wants to take the second?
Security. Licensed software often includes updates and security patches, reducing vulnerabilities.
Thank you. The last one.
Okay, so we have budget control. So okay, Casey, do you want to take it?
Okay, let me take it.
Yeah.
Budget control. Optimize software spending by choosing the appropriate license types for your organization's needs.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so Fiifi, you read the first point, legal compliance. What can you tell us about that, please?
Okay, so when we look at legal compliance, we have the developer and you as the end user. So they've got certain laws or certain rules that you need to adhere to. So if you purchase a software which is subscription based and you are told to use it for X, Y computer systems, and you go beyond that, and it means you are not adhering to the legal stuff. And if you're found, you can't be prosecuted. So that is one aspect of it. So the key benefits here is it protects the developer and it protects you as the end user against any legal actions. So that's what I can say about legal compliance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's well said. Licensing protects both the developer and the end user. And like Fiifi said, it ensures that both parties are using particularly the end user now is using the software within the terms of agreement as agreed to by the end user. Okay, it prevents it protects the interest, the business interest, so to say now, of the developer. It prevents piracy. You are not allowed to just buy one ticket, one license, and begin to now become a distributor. It ensures that all of that do not happen, and it just, in a nutshell, ensures strict compliance with the law. Okay. Talking about security, also this is the part also that benefits the end user, the more, like licensed software comes with an update, security patches, reducing vulnerabilities, and so on and so forth. So the developer is obligated to ensure that the end user does not run, into risk, no threat to maybe, maybe to the, to data theft, what do you call it, spyware, and so on and so forth. The developer continues to update constantly based on the terms of agreement. And then talking about budget control, it helps the end user, to know what type of license, is best suited, for the organization's need. Okay, so I think that is very, very clear. Basically, it's just to ensure that business on both sides, both on the side of the developer and on the side of the end user, are protected. Okay, so we go to the next slide. Now we want to look at single seat license. Like we said earlier, that we'll be looking at three types of licenses: single seat, volume, and then okay. So single seat license. Say that a single seat license allows one user to install and use the software on one device. Okay. Okay, so it makes provision for just one user installing that software on one system and using it on one system. Okay, so I think that's just straightforward. One user, one device. And then, of course, it's perfect for individuals, who don't really need to share the software, For example, a single designer using Photoshop, on one computer, you are using Canva, on one Android phone, and so on. So it's just assigned to one particular individual, and it's straightforward. No stress. Just one person, one key, one system, and we are good to go. Okay, so we look at examples, some examples of single license, and we have, like Microsoft Office Home Edition, for personal use, or for family use on a single computer. So we have the Microsoft Office Home Edition, which allows one installation per PC. We have the Adobe Photoshop, for individual users, straightforward. But in terms of the cost, it can be a little costly for maybe larger organizations now, especially if each person, needs to, have their own license. So that's that about the. Sorry. Okay, so that's that about. I've scattered this thing. Okay.
Okay.
From beginning, okay, this is where I am now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are talking about
volume
examples.
license.
Okay. That's fine.
Go to volume license because of our time. Volume licenses are designed for organizations that need multiple installations, so while the single seat is for individuals, volume, is for organizations, especially, large organizations now that need multiple installations. And then, instead of each person activating a separate license, on their system, the organization gets one master key, and then, of course, shares it, install the software on multiple devices. In terms of cost, it's often offered at discounted rates compared to purchasing individual licenses. If each person in the organization have to buy their individual licenses, such organization ends up spending more. But when they get the volume licenses, it helps to reduce cost, and it simplifies license management for larger deployments, and it can be tailored to the specific needs of an organization. It can be tailored to the specific needs of an organization. Just get one license, get one master key. It's like you have the master key that opens, the door to, and then once that front door is open, you can access all the other rooms in the house. So that's that about the volume license key. Examples of a volume license. We have the Office 365 Business, which is subscription-based access to Office apps for multiple users within a company. We have Windows Enterprise licensing. which allows organizations to deploy Windows across their workstations. And we have the Adobe Creative Cloud for Teams, which provides access to the Creative Cloud suite for a team of users. So in a nutshell, we have these examples. Companies with many devices use these models to streamline license management and of course to reduce what I would call administrative overhead, in terms of cost. And of course, it's easy to control who uses the software also, and everything is being controlled from the central. So it's centralized. You are able to, you have control. You have able to you spend less, and the business is going on smoothly. Okay, so we go to the next one, which is network site license. I'm sorry, I've made this. Don't mind me. Okay, network site license. Have I heard Tola's voice this evening? Maybe she will help to read this.
Okay. A network site license allows multiple users on a network to access and use the software concurrently. So the first point, license is managed by a centralized server. The second point, ideal for computer labs, universities, and large enterprises. And the third point, tracks the number of concurrent users to ensure compliance.
Okay, thank you. So talking about network site license, so that network site licenses are managed by a central server, right? It allows multiple users on a network to access and to use the software concurrently. Now, of course, you have multiple users, but not all users are using the software at the same time. You have a certain number of users at a given time. And like we said here, that it is managed by a centralized server, and it is ideal for big organizations, universities, large enterprises, computer labs, and so on and so forth. It's easy to track the number of concurrent users to ensure compliance, and that is network site license. Now, the difference between the network site license and the volume, who can tell me before I say, who can tell us the difference between network site license and the volume license? Who can just maybe tell us one difference? Maybe one difference and the one thing they have in one similarity and one difference, very quickly. Hello.
Hello.
No one is speaking. So
I called in.
let me break it down in simple terms.
Thank you.
So with the network site licenses, what we are basically doing is we are sharing it over a network. So we can have tech service institution, yeah. Then we have a network. So everyone connected to that network can use the program at the same time. So you need to be part of the network to use the network site license. And it's usually for one location. Does that make sense? So it can be an entire school or just one building. So we can have example like, let's say I'll use Adetola as an example since she is in the creative industry. So maybe, can you give me an example of a software you used within your field, please? Adetola,
Yes,
you're muted.
I can hear. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, yes.
Yes. Well, I use Canva a lot, and
Okay,
I use Adobe Illustrator sometimes. I'm just learning that actually, but I use Canva a lot because it's easier to use Canva when you're just beginning in the in that design area. So Canva is one of the software I use a lot.
One of
yes.
the major programs you use. Okay.
Yes.
So we can just install that on a server where all the computers connect to that server to use the application. Does that make sense? So that is network side license. Then with the volume license that Babatope explained, allows you to install the software on many computers, but each computer gets its own copy. Unlike the network side licenses where you will need to connect to the server to use the software. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yeah, yeah.
So with a volume license, it is not shared a network. It's installed separately on each device.
Device,
So that is the difference. And it is useful for organizations with many computers in what? Different places. So if you have many computers in different locations, then it's better you go for volume license, where each system will get copy and use. Is that okay?
Yes, please.
So I believe I've made myself clear. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Fiifi, for that explanation. That's just it. Okay, Casey wanted to say something?
Yes, please.
Please go ahead.
All right. Okay, I'm still trying to break it down in my reasoning, okay?
Okay.
The network and the volume and the individual, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm having a misunderstanding now is with the volume. When you're saying this software could be installed on individual systems, right? So how about the individual?
Okay.
How do you separate the two?
Okay. So with the individual systems, which is the site license,
the single seat.
Single seat. Sorry, the single seat license.
Single seat, yeah.
You want to use, let's say, Office 365. I will need to buy the license, let's say, for about £97.
Okay.
Just for one. So assuming I have within my organization about 50 computers and I'm buying it just for one, that will be expensive. So I would rather go for a volume license, which
that would
will
allow
give
distribution.
so that I will get it at a discounted rate and still have the opportunity to install it on individual computers. So in terms of cost, it makes sense to go for volume license. But if you're just a single person and a household, you can just go for your individual single seat license and you're good to go. Okay. But with a network side license, we say that it is shared in one place. So you need to have that server mentality. It's on a server. So we all connect to it to get it. But volume license is installed in many places. That is in short.
Okay, thank you, Fiifi.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I know I'll just try to round up quickly cover time. Okay, so Casey, I want you to see it in terms of, have you seen this? Microsoft does it. They say family subscription, So if you
that's the picture that is coming to my head. You pay for each, for maybe 5 or 10 people, and
in
then
your
you
family,
pay for everybody at once instead of just a single person.
Yes, a single person, and there is a shared, subscription. So your family pays for everybody, and 5 people inside the family can all use it very well, as opposed to just one person subscribing personally, which will be more expensive. And they also have for corporate entities as well. So yeah, that's just the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand now. It's like Netflix and the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you all
Thank
for
you
your
so much.
wonderful,
Thank you, Fiifi. Thanks,
wonderful
Fiifi.
contributions. So let me just add a little to that, maybe to just further what we can relate with more easily. Talking about the single license, the single seat, and the volume license. Now, these are exam vouchers. You have the bundle, and then you have the individual voucher. If you, for instance, you have 1, 2, 3 exams to write, right? You can decide to buy the vouchers individually. You buy for level 1, you buy another one for level 2, you buy another one for level 3. Then you can decide to buy a bundle, which comes with 2 receipts, opportunities. Now, by the time you now look at the cost implication, you discover that it costs a little less when you buy the bundle than when you buy for each individual exam you want to sit, you want to write, right? For instance, of course, someone buys the individual voucher for level 1, you passed. For level 2, that person runs into a little problem, doesn't make the cutoff. Wants to rewrite the exam, will have to buy another voucher again, and like that. So you discover that at the end of the day, you would have spent more. Now, when you buy the bundle, you are able to use it over, that 1, 2, 3 exam period. So buying.
Sorry, can I come in? Sorry, so sorry, sir. I beg. I think, I don't know, Fiifi, I think this is different. In that bundle, you are talking about, in my opinion, I'm not sure that applies here, because you cannot share your bundle voucher with somebody else.
You have not allowed
It
me
is
to land.
Okay, no, you repeated that twice, and that's why I wanted to kind of
No, you
bring
have
your
not allowed
notice
me
to that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
deliberately use that example because I know that it's something that we can all relate with, and that is why you were quick to also, bring that up, right? Now, talking about the single seat license and the volume license in an organization, right? I just want to talk about the cost implication, that if each system has to buy its own license in that organization, it will be like you buying multiple vouchers, right? Whereas they can buy one volume license and now install it, share that license, install that software on each individual systems in that organization. So it's like they buy in bundle and then they distribute to all the systems in that organization. And that way they spend less, than buy in. That is the difference between the single key seat and then the volume. And of course, the network side is like, in those days when we used to go to the cyber cafe, you have maybe 20 systems in that cafe, but all of them are connected to one server, that manages all 20. And in fact, maybe in most of our CBT centers, today, I think that is still being used, right? So each computer, all the computers are more or less localized within a confined space, one space, but they are all hooked to that server, to get, what's it called, from the server now. So it's managed by one server, and that is the network site license. Okay, I think we can continue now because of our time. I'll just run through examples here. We have AutoCAD, we have MATLAB, and so on and so forth. These are examples of network site and licenses. AutoCAD, used in engineering firms, and you have MATLAB used in schools and academic institutions, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's quickly, and that is basically what we have done, comparison, for, we have the single seat, we have the volume and the network site. That's what we have just done. Users, in terms of users, single key is just, single seat license, just one user, just one device, and very simple to manage. And of course, the cost per user now is higher, right? Volume license, you have multiple users, you have multiple devices, but one key is centralized. And then in terms of cost, lower cost per user. And then the network site license, you have multiple users, concurrent users now. And then the devices are all networked, network devices, and the management is server, is server managed, and of course it's also cost effective for large scale, for large organization. And that is basically all there is to say. So we just want to quickly take a few evaluation questions just to be sure that we got it tonight. So the first question here says, what is the primary purpose of software licensing? Is it A, to make software more expensive, or B, to track how often software is used, or C, to define the legal rights of software use, or D, to prevent software from being updated?
Can we have our microphones on so that we can answer?
Say what?
I'm saying we can have our microphones on so that we can answer.
Yes,
I think
we can just yes, we can just unmute so that we can answer, and we'll just quickly run through it. We're almost done there.
Okay. I think it's to define the legal rights of software use.
Perfect.
To define the legal rights of software use. Do we all agree, or any contrary opinion?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
All right, thank you. So that's correct, to define the legal rights of software use. Okay, so we go to question 2. Which scenario is best suited for a single seat license? A large corporation with 500 employees. B, a university computer lab. C, a freelancer using design software on their personal laptop. D, a company providing software to its client.
C, a freelancer using design software.
So C, I would say Tola using design software on her personal laptop. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Question 3, what is a key benefit of a volume license? Volume license, what's a major benefit? It allows software to be used on any device. It provides cost savings for multiple installations. It is only for personal use. It guarantees the software will never need updating.
It provides cost savings for multiple installations. Yeah.
It provides cost savings for multiple installations. That's correct. Thank you. Question 4, which of the following is a feature of a network site license? A, it is installed directly on each user's computer. B, it is only for single users. C, it is managed by a centralized server. It does not require any activation.
It's managed by a centralized server.
It is managed by a centralized server, correct. Question 5. Now, beyond legal compliance, what is another business benefit of proper software licensing? A, it guarantees the software will never crash. B, it allows for better budget control and optimized software spending. C, it eliminates the need for IT support. D, it makes software run faster.
B, it allows for better budget control and optimized software spending. I don't know if we all agree with that.
Do we all agree with that?
Yes.
It allows for better budget control and optimized software spending.
That's correct. Thank you. Who is the software license agreement between? A, the user and the software vendor's competitor. B, the software user and the software developer. C, the user and the hardware manufacturer. D, the software vendor and the government.
B, the software user and the software developer.
That's correct. Thank you. Last question. Which license type is generally best for enterprise-wide software development? Single seat license, limited trial license, volume license, or network site license, depending on needs. Freeware license.
C now.
C, volume license or network license.
Okay, option C, volume license or network site license. Okay, that's correct. Thank you very much. So with that, we have come to the end of the presentation. We close with the recommendations. Single seat license, we have all seen, is ideal for individual users or very small businesses with specific software needs. And then we have volume license, which is best for organizations that need multiple installations, and simplified management. And then the network site license is most suitable for organizations that require concurrent access to specialized software, such as schools, large corporations, and so on and so forth. So you choose a license that best aligns with the organization's size and structure. And then with that, we have come to the end of the presentation. Thank you for your time. Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Bay, for doing justice to the topic.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. And I will always say that if I knew the group presentation would have been this effective, that is what we would have even started with in the first place, because we get to learn a lot from each other. So thank you for that wonderful research and presenting to us the facts. Any other contribution from anyone? on his presentation.
So can I stop sharing now?
Okay, so
I will take it down now.
Yes.
Yeah, you can stop sharing.
I would like to come in here. That was good, Babatokwe. But I need to draw your attention to something. We are not doing this for ourselves. We are doing this for the people we want to impact. Okay? Now, the difference between you as a traditional instructor and you as a 21st century instructor is that learning is a two-way street, okay? If you are not learning from your learners, you have failed. If learning is coming from you alone, that is not learning, okay? A child should be able to say, but Mr. Babatokwe, I don't agree with what you're saying. And you should be able to say, oh, wow, okay, tell me your view. So you would have lost a student because you want to insist on your views. That is not 21st century. That is traditional. So you lost a student. You lost an opinion. You lost a discovery. You do not, even though he's a child, you don't hush a student in your class. You don't say, you are no. You have to encourage questioning. I would be happy if my student says, I don't agree with what you are teaching me, sir. I think I see differently. And it's in that coming together, oh, okay, so tell me your perspective. And we are sharing our varied perspective. And in fact, in that, in that atmosphere, discoveries are identified. And you as a teacher would learn. Fiifi is learning from us. Fiifi is, of course, more exposed than us, but he's learning. And that's something I'm getting to. So I did not agree with your view, sir. You should not hush me up in the middle of your session, because we are not here to get the certification. We are here to learn how to train other people. If you are not teachable to your students, if you are not willing to learn from your student, learning has not taken place, sir. If you are the major source of knowledge in your class, I have to say it here, we are a family. Okay, if you are the major, right now we are living in a digital age, sir. And you are not the source of knowledge. There is Google, there is ChatGPT. There are so many sources of knowledge for your students to go and check out information. But what makes you a 21st century teacher? And that is why, and that is what we stand for at Tech Savvy Teacher International. That we eradicate the traditional method. Our lecturers they were not welcome to new knowledge. They saw knowledge as, go and do my assignment. If you don't give me what I give you, you are failed. Come on, we are here to rewrite the old generation, not to repeat it. So if I interject your class, sir, you should find out why. Give patience to understand. It is not it is not a matter of ego. We are all learning. We are all learning from each other. I do not know more, I am learning. So you can imagine that because you hushed me, I kept quiet. That is the same way a child in your class will be silent, and you silence that child forever. I know what I'm talking about. I've seen children, they cannot express themselves. Teachers silenced them. Oh, auntie, I think this is, oh, shut up, what do you know? Oh, you are interrupting me. But that can just be a solution that the world is waiting for. And if that child is wrong, you can still correct the child, but after listening to the child. So please, this goes out to every trainer. We are learning to train. We are not just learning for ourselves. I was going to bring out a very important point, but you didn't let me land. You saw it as I was interrupting your class. No, I listened to you. But there was something important that I felt you need to listen to. And I'm not saying this because I want to get back at you. I'm saying this so that everybody can benefit. Even Jasper that is yet to present. We are trying to eradicate the old, to give room for the new. Let's do better in our generation. Please. Please. Okay? I love your presentation. Trust me. I said well done. Go and check your chat. as you were presenting, I said, well done, Babatope. I love the energy, but you should give room for even though the opinion does not align with your opinion as a teacher, you should listen to your students. Please, 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 sir, please. With all humility, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Please, let's move.
Thank you for the correction. Well taken, well noted. Right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Good. So it's a learning environment for all of us. So we just need to pick one or two to better the way we impart knowledge. So it should be a two-way street, she said. So it's fine. We make mistakes, we correct it, then we become better. Are we all okay?
Yes, we are.
Okay, because I need my egusi soup. You need to send some here. Okay.
We cannot send the virtual version. No, it's real one.
Okay, Jasper. Can you unmute? Are you ready for us?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Hello,
Yes,
Jasper.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear
I
you.
hear you.
Okay. Okay. I'm actually here to learn, but when I got the message that I need to do a presentation, I'm like, where am I going to start from? But it's my first time on this platform, but you just have to take me the way I am.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm just trying to learn how things are done here. Every space has their own culture and have a way of doing things. So I may not get it right this first time, but believe me, I will be able to. And coupled with the fact that I just have to do everything in a rush because of busy schedule. So I'll just go through what I have here.
Okay.
Please, can you allow him to share? Can he share?
Yes.
From his end?
He can share.
Okay.
He can share from his end.
Okay. That's why I think you can share.
Yeah, I think I'm sharing right now.
Okay.
Yes.
So do's and don'ts for sharing personal information is what I am supposed to talk about. Let me talk about. And when I saw the topic, I had to look at we live in a generation where people just go online and share things. People just wake up and put things online. I never thought of it that there are some things that should not be shared, or there are some rules. I just believe that once you have data and you have access to the internet, why can't I just share some things? But as I was going through this, I now discovered that there are a couple of things that we need to know, and which this is what is all about. So I will just run through, and I believe that we can. Anyway, I did do well. I can always get your support and encouragement. Thank you so much. So we are looking at personal identifiable information. So this have to do with like I have here, it says, is any data that can be used to identify a specific individual, either on its own or when combined with other information. So I will term this to be any information you put online that is directly traceable to you, that can be traceable to you directly or indirectly. So I will use, because of this age we are in, I will use Twitter as an example. I've heard of people post something on Twitter that haunts them later in future. I heard about a guy that got a job, and at the interview.
Hello. I think we've
I
lost
can hear you.
What he put online became something that worked against him. So easily traced to you online. It may not be tweets, it may be on a site you registered. with some details that are personal. So this is so why do we need to protect information? Why are we so concerned about protecting information that goes online? Social media is a free space. The media is data. I have my information. I can post anything I feel like posting. So why telling me to protect the information, either personal or someone else's information that I push online? Information protection is important to provide confidentiality on access and disclosure, including means for protecting personal privacy and proprietary information. So what this simply means is these are dishing out. It also means that if it is not directly your information, do you have full disclosure that information online, so that it will come out in video and say, you put this information stories to there are some you didn't tell me that you're using this thing online. You didn't tell me that. So we have to be very, very careful of everything we put in public space, which is the media space. So why we need to be careful about all these things? One is identity theft. And I think we cannot overflow this, because in this age that we are in, people can use your information, people can use things they know about you from media to use it against you or to use it for fraudulent. So people can get information about you, people can get things about you and use it for different things that you are not even aware of. So because of identity theft, we need to be careful and to protect the information we share in the media space. Then we also have the next I have here is harassment and stalking. So I have here a set of information like home address, phone numbers, or daily routine can be used by individual to stalk or harass victims. So whatever information you're putting on.
Sorry, Jasper. Sorry, it's only me that can't see his screen. Can any other person see his screen? Please, I can't see his screen.
Yeah, I think it's frozen. So if you can stop sharing and reshare.
You can see it. Oh, okay.
I can see
I can see it.
So kindly stop sharing and reshare the screen, because mine just went blank.
And I'm seeing it clearly.
You're seeing it clearly. Then maybe it's from my end.
Oh, okay. From my end.
Okay, then that's fine. Proceed.
Okay.
Okay. Sharing it now.
Okay.
So talking about why we need to protect information we put online. And for us, I talked about identity. People
you can share. Are you sharing?
Due to the information.
Are you sharing, please? Hello?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. No worries. Continue. If others can see it, it's fine. Okay, I will leave and rejoin. I think it's from my end. No worries. Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, is he still presenting? Is he still presenting?
Hello, Jasper.
Can you see what he's presenting? Because I cannot see what he's presenting.
Can anybody see his presentation? Can anybody see his presentation?
No, I cannot see it. Can't see it again.
Yeah, then he's not
I can't
presenting.
see it again. I think maybe he will need to take it down.
So he will need to present it again. I can sense that he's speaking, but I don't know. Okay, now something is coming up. Okay, yeah, it's better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
we can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
and can you see my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay,
yes,
I guess it's I've been having network issues.
It's
okay.
up now. It's up now.
Okay. I'm talking about why we need to protect information, either our personal information or people's information on the media space. And the first point I have here is identity theft, so that your information won't be cloned and used for malicious use. Then also the next one is harassment and stalking. People can also use your information to stalk you around, and they can use it for, like, people do propagandas and stuff like that. Then because of my time, just need to run so that we won't. So financial loss is another reason why we need to be careful of what we put. People can get your bank states, your bank details, your credit card details by the way you put, because the way the social media is now, technology has really advanced. You don't need to give people full disclosure of everything before they get to the root of everything. All they need is a clue, and you never can tell the clue you are giving out. So you never can tell the clue you are giving out that somebody needs to hack into your space, to hack into your accounts, and what you want to do with your information. And the next point I have here is reputation damage. It is also like harassment and stalking, but it's different because this time around, people can use your image. They can, especially in the advent of AI, people can use your image, can even generate videos that will look exactly like you, and can come up with things that can affect the brand you represent in the media space. So what are the safe and unsafe ways to share information online? What are the ways we can share information online that are safe? And what other ways do we have that are not safe? So we have safe ways to share information online. Number one is your connection. And this means that whenever you are going online, especially when it comes to some sensitive transaction, be sure of the connection you are using. Be sure of the probably people just go and use hotspot, use this thing. Be sure of who you are sharing, whose connection you are using, so that when anything go wrong, you can easily trace it to, okay, this is the hotspot I connection I use my office Wi-Fi I use. So you have to be sure of the connection you're using. You don't just go online and do transaction online with any access you get. Especially in this advent of free Wi-Fi, almost everywhere people go to, people don't know that there's a limit to what you can do with free Wi-Fi. You get access to free Wi-Fi, and before you know, you are transacting, doing some sensitive things online. Not knowing that a free Wi-Fi means it's accessible to all, either for different reasons. But once something is free, it becomes a public thing, and anybody can access it, including the back end. So we need to be careful on the connections we use. Then the next point is protect your accounts. Your password I always advise people to use two-way authenticator for most of their apps. If you are using apps, biometrics also is very, very advisable for your apps or whatever application you use on your device. So you need to make sure that you protect it at all costs. You use different protecting softwares. There are different software online. Authenticator, there are different type of authenticator, biometric authenticator. Some need your password, some need just your thumbprint, some need your face ID. But this thing helps to put measures in place when it comes to your apps and your different applications you use on your device. Then the next point I have here also is control your audience. Your privacy setting really matters when you're on social media space. Your privacy setting matters a lot on the social media space to avoid thefts and people hacking into your space. Then the next point is think before you post. This have to do with harassment, have to do with identity theft. When you are posting anything, be careful of the things you share online. Your full disclosure should be carefully done, especially when you don't know the source of whatever you are feeling or whatever. Some people just see a form online, and you don't know the source. You see a link, somebody share a link, and they're asking for some sensitive information, and you're just putting it, not knowing, you have not done your findings to know how genuine that link or that site is. Or because there's freebies or somebody is doing giveaway, they're asking you sensitive information and you are just dishing it out. So we have to be careful before we post. Then the next point is communicate privately. When you are sharing information with people or organization, learn to, especially when it comes to an organization, what are the email address that is official, you need to know. You are dealing with somebody representing an organization and you are just transacting with different email address. You have to have a specific email address for that transaction. It helps you to monitor the trail and also helps to control thefts and other things that may come up that may not be pleasant. Then when it comes to the next point says use separate email for subscriptions. When you are doing when you have to do subscription to especially for a source you don't really trust, you have to be careful giving out your email address. Before you know it, they are sending you spam messages, they are sending you different kind of messages. Before you know, your email box is full of different junks and stuff like that. So these are safe ways or measures, some of the safe ways that we can apply to make sure that our information is well taken care of. Then what are the unsafe ways we share information online? Number one, clicking suspicious link. I've said it earlier on. You don't just click any link because they promise freebies or they are doing giveaway. This is so common on WhatsApp. And if somebody just share a link or share a particular video and attach a link, and before you know, you click on it, and before you know, they've hacked into your account and you lose control immediately. So we need to be careful of links we share, links we click on. Then secondly, using of public Wi-Fi for sensitive tasks is something we should be careful about. I've also mentioned that earlier on. The fact that it's free, I have to tell you that you need to be careful about the things you do with that Wi-Fi. Then next point says posting sensitive data publicly. Never post your social security number or passport information, something very sensitive, your NIN, your BVN, don't put it on public space. It's very, very much important. Don't put it on public space. Some people even go as far as they don't put their phone numbers on anything that is public, Facebook, and you will never see because those things can be used as a means of people hacking into your space. Then your password. The next point says using weak or shared password. Nowadays, even to create password now is something. So you need to be careful of your password, the password you get. Yes, your password need to be have to be something you can easily remember, but you need to make sure that you have a strong password. And that's why it's advisable to combine it with special alphabets, special alphabets, numbers, and symbols, alphabets, and numbers. So that's the reason why you need to combine those things. But it have to be, as long as it have to be something very simple and easy for you to remember, you also need to be careful to make sure that it's something that people cannot easily guess. Then the next point says sending sensitive information via email. I've touched that earlier on. When you are chatting, when you are having email conversation, number one, you need to be sure of the source you are discussing with. If it's a bank issue you are trying to deal with, or you register for something online, you need to be sure that you are directly conversing with an official email. It's not an individual. Then sharing too much information on media. This one is something that is a major problem right to our Gen Zs. Everything goes online, including our WhatsApp status. Everything go online, we post everything online. This can expose us to having our information being hijacked on the media space. So, in case there's an issue and you want to salvage the information, you want to salvage the situation, what are the immediate action if you accidentally share information that you think you shouldn't have shared? It says number one, remove the content, and that has to be done immediately. Immediately you notice that you have dished out an information that is too much to share, you need to retrieve that information immediately. You don't allow it time. Maybe you notice, retrieve that information immediately. Then secondly, contain the breach. You have exposed that information, try and control the reach. So if you have given out an information and you want to make that correction, it may require you changing your password, change somewhere. You just have to do that immediately. So for example, if you have used a free Wi-Fi to do probably bank transaction or so, you can change your PIN. You can change your PIN. You can change you can just, because you know you have used a public Wi-Fi to do something sensitive, you can change your password immediately so that whoever wants to hack into it will not have that access. Then another thing is, the next point is notify the unintended recipient. This has to do with in case you mistakenly send an information to somebody. So you need to make sure that you reach out to the person. I just shared an information with you now. I'm so sorry, that information is not intended, is not something I should have shared. Can you please help me delete from your own end? Or can you please help me control how you, can you help me control that information from your own end? So that will also help in salvaging the situation. Then the next point I also have here is secure evidence. Secure evidence. Whenever you are having something to share online, that is, you have to make sure that you have records of the information that you are being shared, when you share them, who you share them with. In case something goes wrong, you can easily know that, okay, this is the person I shared this and this with, especially when it comes to transaction online. You need to have details, records of those detailed information. The day you discover that you discover that, okay, you want to get this stuff or you want to buy this thing online. So you need to take note of that date, who you contacted, the person who reached out to you. You can do as well as, okay, sorry, sir, what is your name? Okay, even though you are chatting with me on behalf of the company, okay, what is your name? Okay, Mr. So. I'm in the marketing department. You have gotten that person's details or information. So you know who you are interfacing with, and you can easily, if anything go wrong, you can easily know who and who to talk to on how to retrieve those information. So as I wrap up, how to help friends and family stay safe online. So I just have 4 easy ways to stay safe online. Number 1, recognize and report phishing. Now, what does this simply entail? When you notice something that is not normal, maybe from the conversation or the trail of your message, please don't keep quiet, escalate it. Most of the apps have them now. You can report something, you can report a particular account. The moment you notice that this thing is not, you can escalate it and it will be dealt with. Then number 2, make sure your password is strong. Like I said, simple to you, easy for you to remember, but it should be something that people cannot easily guess. Something that people cannot easily guess. So use a strong password. Then number 3, turn on your multi-factor authenticator. There are different authenticators we have now. Google Authenticator, different Microsoft authenticators, different authenticators. So make sure you use that for your app and for your different apps you use on your device. And finally, update your software regularly. It's very important. It helps as you update your software. There are different features that comes in, and part of the features that are always been added are the security features. So the more you update your software, you update your app, it helps you to secure every conversation or anything you do via other apps. So I believe with these few points, I believe I've been able to pass the information on how to stay safe online and understanding the do's and don'ts on the media space. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you very much, Jasper. So before you even started, you mentioned that you're not like us. This is new to you, but at least you've done a wonderful job giving us the information. Yes.
Yeah.
So at least you've done something, and we appreciate you for that information. Okay.
Yeah.
Any contribution from anyone?
I think it was a well delivered session. Impressed me. I didn't know he would do this much. So well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Good. The rest, nothing from you. Now we finished with the presentations. So can we have our cameras on or no?
So I want to say well done to Jasper. That was a very beautiful presentation. And of course, saying that, oh, it was just a short time, blah, blah, blah. I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
He did a great job, right? Thumbs up. Nice job.
Kudos.
Yes, and I agree with every other person. Thank you, Jasper. You did a great job. Because it was very, how would I put it? I understood everything you were trying to say. Yeah.
Okay.
You broke the points home very, very well. So I agree with every other person.
Okay, good. So I think we have Fiifi, were you about to say something?
No, I'm good. Well, can we use
Okay,
20 minutes to go through the past questions? Can we?
I doubt we can't use 20 minutes. We need more than that. We will need more than
up to the last time we spent almost over an hour now.
over an hour. Yes, we need more than 20 minutes.
For an hour.
So what I would
Over an
suggest,
hour. Wow.
yeah, the last time, yeah. We
Hmm.
can't use 20 minutes because we'll be discussing, going back and forth, trying to understand the options and if it makes sense to us. So,
But Fifi, we have to cover that tonight too. We have to cover this tonight though. This past question.
the past questions tonight, honestly, we can't. We can't cover it tonight because we've got about what? It's now 2042. So that should be 2142
Less
at your
than
end.
20 minutes.
Less than 20 minutes. We will not be able to do that. So what I would suggest is, I don't know if I should open up the quiz for you to go through tomorrow. Then when we meet as a team, then we go through.
Beautiful.
What do you think?
Yeah, beautiful. It's good. It's good.
Would that be fine?
Good.
So
Yes.
maybe during the day, you try to get it done. Then when we meet, then we can discuss. Oh, I saw this, I saw that. Would that be fine? Okay.
I think that
So
will be fine.
Okay, so when you go to Google Classroom, you see upcoming level 1 practice exam 1, level 2 practice exam 2. So you can work on the level 1. Then when we meet, you go through it from Google Classroom. So you just need to click on it to open the form. So I'm going to come again. Okay,
No,
so I'm going to open.
Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm opening the form now. So tomorrow you will see the responses that's going to come through. And as soon as you finish, you will get a copy of your score and where you made mistakes and how you correct it. Then when we meet as a team, we'll go through. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I've opened for the practice exam 1. So maybe tomorrow within the course of the day, you can just casually take your time to go through. Okay.
So
if you don't have,
I'm seeing see previous responses. Sorry, I'm seeing see previous responses. Should we click on that?
Refresh it. When you refresh, it should come because I've opened it. So just refresh it.
I'm on exam 2. Exam 2.
Exam 1. Is the exam 1 that I've opened. So we focus on exam 1 tomorrow, God willing. Yeah. Or you want me to open all?
Yes.
Okay.
So we go
Let me just open all. So those who have the capacity to complete all, they can just go ahead to do that. Okay.
Can we have the back end to this?
No, once you finish, the system will send all the responses to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you get everything. So I've opened exam 1 and exam 2. That's it. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we will call it a night. And thank you for the wonderful presentation one more time. And I will see you tomorrow, same time. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.
All right. Good night. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Please let's
Bye.
meet on the group. Let's meet on the group briefly, please.
Okay.